Welcome. How to recover antique chair seats. Perhaps you have acquired a nice set of antique chairs replete with stunning legs and wood that were polished regularly, but the fabric isn't attractive. You should definitely consider recovering the chairs. It's easier than you think and it doesn't have to be expensive. Go to a fabric store and pick something that reflects your own style. Instructions. Things you'll need: screwdriver, staple remover, staple gun, fabric scissors, tape measure, hammer, pins, optional, fabric glue, fabric, chalk, pattern paper, foam, if needed, batting, if needed. Seat removal and preparation. 1. Unscrew the chair seat from each corner to remove from the frame. Remove all the staples from the entire seat base as well as any tacks that may be in there. Remove the old fabric and discard. Remove foam and batting. 2. Measure your seat to get an idea of how much fabric you'll need. If you use a solid or small patterned fabric, a 3/4 yard piece of fabric will give you two 27-inch square seat covers when cut side by side. If you are using a bold or large repeated design, you'll be able to center it properly. 3. Asian fabric image by Vazina Nazarenko from fotolia.com. Cut a 27-inch square pattern on pattern paper. Lay it on top of the design you want centered and mark edges with chalk. Be generous, mark enough fabric to go all the way over the seat, leaving an ample amount to hold in your hand while you staple. Mark the chair front and back on wrong side of fabric. Cut your fabric carefully. 4. Turn the seat so the underside is facing up. Measure the depth and width of seat. Divide each number by 2 to find your center measurements. Mark U centers with chalk. Clock the positions 12, 3, 6 and 9. Use a ruler to draw lines from 12 to 6 and from 3 to 9. 5. Lay the seat base on the foam. Trace base with a marker. Cut it with sewing scissors. Glue the foam onto the top of the seat base. Put the batting on the foam and smooth it over the seat's edge so that it goes to the seat's underside. Tear away excess batting. Place the fabric in the proper direction, over foam and batting. Note whether there is a definite front and back and adjust correctly. Attaching your cover. 1. Staple your fabric to the seat base using the clock positions as a guide. Staple the centers first and then put a staple on each side of the centers. Keep doing this until you are roughly 1/2 inches from each corner. Apply consistent pressure and pull the fabric tight while doing this. Remove staples and readjust if a part looks too loose or too tight. Keep the staples about the same distance from the edge for neatness. 2. Put a staple in the center of each corner. Create little pleats on either side of centered staple for smoothness. Staple each tuck or pleat as you go. Remove staples if it starts to look sloppy. 3. Hammer all the staples once or twice to make sure they are in tight. Replace any that are not in properly. 4. Trim your fabric on the underside to within 3/4 inch of the staples. 5. Put the seat back onto the frame of the chair. Tips and warnings. If you want a finished look on the underside of your seat, cover the underside, base, staples, raw fabric edges, with cambric. Trace the seat's base onto the cambric using your chalk. Cut it out and turn under 1/2 inch along all edges. Press the folded edges down firmly. Staple to the seat base. Tacks or glue work well too. Sand, polish or refinish the chair's wood before you recover the chair, or you may end up with stains and smudges on your new material. Thanks for watching. Bye.